The two ordinary hosts of this podcast are not professionals on parapsychology, extraterrestrials, cryptozoology, nor would they describe themselves as religious or prone to superstition. They'd also like to make it known that this show is not intended for children or those with sensitive sensibilities. Please listen at your own discretion. And remember, the truth is often anecdotal.
Hello, listeners. I am Mr. R.
And I'm Mr. X.
A Paranormal Dudes.
Reading paranormal stories.
Mr. X got a question for you.
I got an answer, possibly.
Growing up, did you ever find yourself having to summon a person to talk to?
No, never.
At no point you had to sort of culminate the use of your own imagination to bring forth a character that didn't actually exist?
Well, yeah, but that's having an imagination. I don't know if you could tell, but I was a very talkative little kid. I would talk to the walls.
So no imaginary friends then?
No, I've never had an imaginary friend. Have you?
So I told people that I did, like my mom.
Yeah.
But that was just because like I'd heard that other kids did, like my brother did before I was born. And I was like, oh, well then yeah, I have one. His name is Steven, and he's a bunny.
I might have done the same thing.
Yeah.
I might have like heard somebody talking about having an imaginary friend and been like, yeah, I have an imaginary friend. No clue what I would have made up on the spot, but it feels like something I would have done.
Right. But yeah, no, I vividly remember just making it up. Like I would never like speak to it or anything. It just sort of existed because of a lie. So
what was your brother's?
Oh, you know what? I don't know. I remember my mom talking about it, but he was kind of a shut-in. So like, and now he's like obviously a very professional person. So like, it's not really something he would probably be willing to talk about.
That's fair. Well, the people in these stories were willing to talk about their kids' imaginary friends. I was hoping for more like, hey, here's my imaginary friend I had. Does anyone else remember theirs? But no, it's just a bunch of freaked out parents and siblings and a lot of ghost talk. I don't know. Is that the first thing your mind would have hopped to? Is ghost?
No. Well, actually, you know what? Maybe. Like for me, no. But if a kid was approaching me to be like, there's a little boy in my room and we've been playing for the past 3 hours, I'd have been, obvious like that. Yeah, okay. I would probably be like, your room's haunted and we have to burn down the house.
Do you think we've been kind of like brainwashed by the Sixth Sense into thinking that there's ghosts everywhere?
Sure. Man, you know what's funny? I haven't thought about that movie in a while, but it was brought up today at work.
Yeah.
Yeah. We weren't busy at all, so we were just talking about movies and stuff. So.
Oh, speaking about work, I have a kind of an update on that little Santa balloon thing.
Oh yeah.
So like a few months ago, I was at work. I was working in an aisle. I turn around. There's just a Santa balloon hanging out there. It's February, so it's been quite a few weeks since Christmas, and I push it out of the way. I go about my business. A few hours later, I see it again, and a few hours after that, it pops up right behind me again. Well, the other night I was at work. It was in that same aisle. I'm doing something, and I hear like a little crash, like I guess more like a clang, and I turn around, and there's just a pair of tongs on the floor, like tongs that you would use to grab stuff off of like a grill or something.
Yeah.
And they're just laying there on the floor, and I'm like, where did these come from? Because there's no tongs on this aisle. It's like a baking aisle. So specifically the area I was on was nothing but like olive oils and stuff. And I was like, where the hell did this come from? And it was literally the same spot that balloon appeared the first time.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm starting to think something's trying to talk to me, but
yeah, something's trying to get some kind of communication.
I'm getting mixed signals. Christmas barbecue, maybe, or
Christmas barbecue is a good name for the episode, but it's going to be confusing because it's not Christmas themed.
It's not going to make any sense. Yeah. Well, all right. Last episode ran really long, so let's go ahead and hop into these stories.
We'll get through these.
Yeah.
The first story is mine. The title is "What if imaginary friends are real?" This was posted in r/paranormal as of 7 months ago. Flared as a question because the title is a question. My little 4-year-old brother told me he had a new imaginary friend. His name was Spooky. That's not to say that the name was spooky, but the name is a capital S, Spooky.
Yeah.
I didn't think much of it until I realized something I couldn't explain. English isn't our first language, and we don't speak it at home. The only English words my brother knew were the ones I taught him, and I am 100% sure Spooky was not one of them. He doesn't watch any cartoons in English either, so he couldn't have gotten it from anywhere. When I asked him if he chose the name, he looked at me and insisted, no, that's his real name. It makes me wonder how a child could have come up with a name like that if he had no way of knowing the word. I also asked him why his name is Spooky. He said because when the night comes, he becomes evil. To add to this, my brother is kind of obsessed with his imaginary friend. He's talking to him all the time. I walk in on him to find him talking to himself. When I asked who he's talking to, he's like, nobody. It's just Spooky. At first, I didn't think much of it, but it's starting to get creepy. Has anyone else had a similar experience with a child? What do you think is going on?
So my first dog that I can remember was named by my 4-year-old brother at the time. You wanna guess what that dog's name was?
Man, I think you've actually told me.
Yeah, I've told this story before on the podcast, but it was Dookie. You know why it was Dookie?
Oh no, I don't know this.
It's because he couldn't say doggy.
Oh.
So, I don't know. Maybe he's trying to say something in your native language, but it just comes out as spooky. You know?
Yeah.
That doesn't explain what this is, but like,
right.
At least the name thing.
Adding an E at the end of a word is easy for kids, right? Like daddy, mommy, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, it's like literally one of the first things they learn to enunciate.
Do we think that this child's native language maybe spook or spoo or I can't think of anything else could have an alternate meaning and he's just adding an IE at the end?
I mean, possibly, yeah. I don't know what language this would be. This person has really good English for someone who's it's their second language, but I don't know. He says it's evil.
His name is Spooky. He said it's because when the night comes, he becomes evil.
Yeah, what does that mean? Actually, one of the comments does kind of explain. Well, the child gives an explanation, but it's not much of an explanation. So.
Maybe the imaginary friend is a Minecraft spider, which during the daytime is a friendly mob that only targets you as an enemy when you attack it, whereas at nighttime they are always bad and will always try to attack you.
Maybe they're just hungry at night.
Oh, right. Yeah, this imaginary friend is hangry.
Yeah. Ooh, maybe that's what spooky means.
Oh, maybe so. There are a few comments on here.
Yeah, let's see the first one's pretty long.
Kind of long. Let's see. Comment number 1 says, so fun fact. When I was a kid, I had an imaginary friend I called Mr. Ghost. Okay. Things would happen in our house, like things would go missing or food would disappear or things would get broke. My mom would line all us kids up and berate us until one of us confessed, and if no one did it, we all got in trouble. I forgot what it was the one day, but something happened. That's how it's written. And I told my mom, Mr. Ghost said he did it. I guessed. Okay, I'm actually backtracking to see if I read that right.
Yeah,
Okay.
you read it right. Yeah.
Wrong answer, I guess, because we all got in trouble. But things would keep happening. Some of it, no way we could have known about or done. Could it have been one of the kids for a lot of it? Maybe. Could it have been Mr. Ghost? Maybe as well. But it continued for a long time. My sister also used to say that because the three of us shared a room in a small 2-bedroom apartment growing up until I was like 7 or so, I think, that she would wake up and I'd be off my bed on the top bunk talking to the window, and then she'd ask who I was talking to, and I'd say, the man in the window. My only recollection of that window is one day seeing an owl perched on a ledge outside it staring into our room. Now, I'm 32. That's the end of the sentence. Share a home with my partner, and the 4-year-old that we parent will talk to something in her room at night, clear as day. We'll say things like, be quiet, it's night time. I'll also occasionally hear a voice that is not the kid talking over the baby monitor or quietly singing at night. I am a paranormal investigator, take a drink, who collects allegedly haunted objects. So I do know there are things in the world that we just may never really understand. Wow, that was a rough one.
This guy's a paranormal investigator, but he couldn't investigate his grammar better.
No, not once.
So, okay, the one thing that caught my attention in this guy's story is I'll also occasionally hear a voice that's not the kid talking over the baby monitor or quietly singing at night.
Yeah.
Does your kid just sing at night?
No, is he referring to the kid singing or the not kid talking? Or the not kid voice singing?
Is it the voice or the kid that sings?
Either way, gross.
That's weird.
I don't want to hear singing over a baby monitor.
I'm not gonna have the need for a baby monitor, but if I had one and I just heard singing, whether it was my kid or not, I'm marching in that room and something's getting punched.
Yeah. Whether it's a kid, whether it's a ghost,
or Mr. Ghost.
Or Mr. Ghost. The OP does respond to this and says, when you talked about the man in the window, it made me realize my brother talks about something similar. He calls it Mr. Night. That's night as in nighttime. And I've seen him multiple times just talking to him through the window. I always thought he was just playing, but thinking about it now, that's pretty creepy. I agree. That's always going to be creepy, no matter what the context is, no matter how innocent it seems. Let's see.
Wait, hold on. Why did this comment just make you realize that? It feels like this should have been something that was part of your original story. I'm starting to think this guy's making shit up.
I'm starting to think that this guy's a liar.
Starting to think he doesn't even have a brother.
Starting to think he doesn't even go to sleep.
Starting to think this person isn't real.
Starting to think that his little 4-year-old brother doesn't exist.
This might be spooky.
The 4-year-old brother is spooky.
Or the OP.
The OP has been imagining a little brother this whole time. Okay. Comment number 2. Bro is straight up conjuring because he's so young and open to the other side still. Ask questions to ask his friends about the afterlife. Bro is tapping into dimensions. Record all that and get back to us. Prayer hand emoji. The OP responds and says, I think he doesn't like talking about him because I just tried asking him more questions, but he just said that Spooky isn't here and he doesn't know when he'll be back. And then he went to sleep. Take a drink. And then finally, holy shit.
Oh yeah.
This brings me so much comfort. Instead of a take a drink, this should be like take a shot or like finish your drink. Comment number 3 comes to us from our favorite commenter and yours, Josette22. Josette says, did you ask him? What?
I said it's been a minute since we had a
Yeah,
Gisette
yeah,
22.
it's been a little bit. Gisette says, did you ask him what his friend does at night that is evil? The Opie responds and says, he said he doesn't know, but he looks really scary at night. So it's just his appearance.
Succinct.
Right. Doesn't do evil things, just looks more evil. Okay.
All right.
Well, Gisette, thank you for making another appearance. We miss you dearly.
And such a short comment.
Very short, and no mention of, what was it, Nightwalkers?
Oh my God. The
Dogmen?
what is it? No, it's something specific. It's not shadow people. The shapeshifters. You guys know. Whoever listens to this.
Skinwalkers? Is that what is it?
No, it's not. I don't think it's skinwalkers. Whatever the that ice cream or whatever we googled one. Guys, listeners, if you're confused, just go back and listen to the Gisette 22 episode. I think it's literally called Gisette 22 or something versus the Swordman or something like that. So
yes,
it'll be easy to find. Well, Gisette, you're going to lead us into some ads. So
yeah,
enjoy this ad, and then we'll move on to my first story.
Perfect.
Alrighty, my first story for this episode, titled My Son's, quote, Imaginary Friends. It's from the Paranormal subreddit 5 months ago, and it's also flared with a question.
Is there a question mark at the very end of the post?
Is there a question mark at the very end? Nope, there's not.
There's not.
There's a question. The paragraph before the end is a question, so I don't know if that counts. Maybe. All right. My son is 3 years old. He has been showing signs of seeing things we can't see for some time, but his, quote, friends are what I have found the most interesting. There's been 2. Byron. She is a little girl, 3 years old. He was still 2 when he started talking about her. Interesting, a 2-year-old. Making up a little girl named Byron?
Yeah.
Is Byron a unisex name?
I don't think so, but I mean, it's a kid.
I mean, even the name Byron for a 2-year-old is kind of strange.
That's true.
He said that he met her at my daughter's at my daughter, who's 5 years old, school.
Hello?
Yeah, cowboy?
That was a cat. I was like, was that in my room?
Cowboy, get out of here. He's annoyed because I didn't go to bed with him earlier. And I think he's still tired. He's like literally rubbing up on everything. I literally cleaned this room because I've been looking for my sunglasses, and now he's just fucking going around biting shit.
Oh no.
Right, anyways, she was crying and looking for her parents. After that, she was mostly with us, at home, in the car, at Grandma's. He always stuck to the fact that she was 3, had shoulder-length blonde hair. He said that her grandma's house had a red door with flowers all around it. We didn't think much of her. We listened to his stories and said she was welcome to come around, etc. But his newest friend is what we find odd. Jim, I guess he started watching The Office. He says he has died. He was a firefighter that was murdered by someone.
Oh boy.
Okay.
Oh man. Was it fire?
No, he was hit on the top of the head and he fell down and died. This kid knows that brain injuries are serious. That's a good sign. He has also said that he's a boy and a girl, but he says he when talking about him. But the most random thing is that he said he was a weird peanut. That is the word he uses for...
What could that mean?
Well, it's the word he uses for penis. He knows the proper terminology for both, but...
Oh, I didn't read the parentheses.
But the way he speaks, it comes out like peanut. Okay.
He has a weird peanut? I thought you said was. Oh, boy.
Hold on. Why does your 3-year-old know the proper terminology for penis?
Well, parents today have been taught that instructing your child to say like nicknames, it kind of takes out the weight, like the gravity of what a genital is. So, I mean, I don't think it matters because I don't think a 3-year-old's going to know the difference, but
it's just okay. Jim was introduced about 2 days ago. Ooh, came straight to Reddit.
Oh,
that could technically be a drink.
Normally
it's same day, but it's a pretty fast turnaround. We've asked questions, but never give leading questions. Okay. A few other things he said. We pulled up to our house one day, and he said, "Mom, who's the man in white?" I asked where, and he said, "On our porch." There was no one there. And one time while driving, he pointed at a tree and said, "There's a skeleton hanging by his head. Do you see him?" And on the way home, he pointed at the tree again and asked again if I could see it. The other thing that stands out was he said that when you're driving and you hit a tree, then you get a new mommy.
Oh,
we're going back to that.
Okay.
I don't know what I'm asking exactly, but the imaginary friend thing is weird to me. Before you ask, we have no one named Jim in our life. We don't allow sleepovers, play dates, and he has an all-female staff at daycare. All right. Has anyone had experience with a friend like this with their child, or even yourself? I've had many experiences my entire life, but it's not something we talk about in front of the kids. They aren't sheltered like it may seem I'm making it out to be. But yeah, I'm just lost on what to do here. Well, I mean, I don't know. You don't allow sleepovers or play dates.
Sounds pretty sheltered.
Sounds pretty sheltered. You know, I saw a TikTok today of a little kid who he's like in his driveway and someone starts popping a U-turn like right in front of their house, and this kid bolts it inside. And the second he walks in through the door, he starts shouting, "Someone's trying to kidnap me." And his parents are like, "What?" And I think the dad's literally like, "Nuh-uh." And yeah. And then it cuts to the video of the car finishing its U-turn and like driving off or whatever. And it just made me think like, no, kids are definitely very sheltered these days. I mean, yeah, don't talk to strangers, but I mean, you should also have like situational awareness too. Yeah.
Sure. I don't know. I mean, like that's tricky. That's tricky for me because obviously like be aware, but I guess the one time the kid doesn't react that way, that's when he gets grabbed.
The one time the kid waits for the guy to get out of the car and he's like, "Are you gonna kidnap me?" And the guy just snatches him up. Yeah.
he's like in the van and he's like, would you consider this a kidnapping? Is that what's happening?
I guess what kind of like upset me was that this kid was literally sobbing. Like you could hear him crying through the door.
Oh my God. This kid has been like fed fear.
Yeah, he's been traumatized by the stuff that his parents have like
that's crazy.
Warned him about. So I'm just kind of like, it seems like a little much. But all right, this first comment here is pretty long. So is this the one that I think it is? Yes. Okay. First, we have to acknowledge that children are sponges with very clever imaginations. Having imaginary friends is a common, healthy thing and not necessarily paranormal. If Jim was a real human that has passed, then he will understand completely when you ask him to leave your young son alone. While it may feel comforting thinking that a firefighter is looking out for your kid, there really is no way for your child to help Jim with transitioning through the afterlife. Jim should move on, in my opinion.
Oh, wow. Okay.
The girl Byron is a little more concerning, as it is believed that children immediately cross over and don't become ghosts.
Who said that?
I personally have never encountered an actual child spirit, though I have encountered entities that presented themselves as children that clearly were not. It may be completely innocent, but I tend to be more cautious around any entity presenting itself as a child. It is good that you aren't stigmatizing your children against the idea of the paranormal, but I think it is important to teach them to set clear boundaries and that they are in control of all interactions. If anything happens, doesn't feel right, they need to feel empowered to stop it and leave the situation. And tell mom. Anyways, hope that helps. And someone commented, who says kids can't become ghosts? That seems incredibly arbitrary.
Yeah. Like, unless the ghosts are telling you, I don't know.
Yeah. And then he sent this image in the chat. It says, clearly not children style ghosts. And it's from the Powerpuff Girls when those criminals were pretending to be the Powerpuff Girls.
It's like grown men.
And they got like the big heads and stuff. Yeah. Second comment here says, these all sound pretty normal toddler preschool gibberish, mashing up misunderstood bits and pieces of things they have seen or overheard. The tree thing sounds like Halloween decorations mixed with something from TV. Okay.
Yeah.
I think the whole point of them mentioning the whole tree thing is that there was nothing there.
Right.
So, I don't know. Maybe he's just trying to freak his mom out. He is only 3. So, I don't know. I can't picture a 3-year-old in my head right now, but it's pretty small.
Last time I checked, 3-year-olds were pretty small.
Smaller than 4-year-olds.
Statistically.
Okay, and the last comment on here, I had to editorialize because it was fucking long. It's longer than it is still here.
Wow, it's already pretty long.
Yeah, I had to cut out a bunch of like little personal details I didn't feel like really mattered. So this person says, hi there. From reading other comments, I'm going to step in and say none of them are very good answers or correct about spirits. Wow. My daughter is a medium. Take a drink?
Yeah, okay, maybe.
Along with other women in my family. I myself don't have the gift, but I know a lot about spirits from raising my daughter. Start keeping a journal of his experiences. It's good to be able to look back for reference. Ask him simple, open-ended questions. Don't push too hard, or your child won't want to talk about things. And we had that in the last story. The kid tried asking questions, he didn't want to talk about it. You want to be sure any spirit around your child is positive. Whoever said children who pass don't stick around as spirits is spreading misinformation. That's not true at all. There are many children who have passed that have not crossed. Every spirit has their own unique reasons for staying here. All spirits are drawn to those who can see them. They are curious, happy someone can see them and hear them, or looking for help. The not-so-nice spirits use the living person's energy as food. Sometimes they're just bored and want to cause trouble. We have many spirits in our home that we are working on crossing over. Others are part of my daughter's spirit team, and one is her guide. Eventually your son will know his guide. Okay. A lot going on there. It sounds like this woman is projecting onto her child.
Sure.
Kind of
like that's probably gonna be we might see more of that in these stories.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm just saying, like, it seems like it would be a pretty popular thing for a parent to like really want their kid to be a medium or something.
It's like one of those overbearing Hollywood parents who like put their kids in the, that career path.
Yeah,
because
beauty
they
pageants
couldn't make
and
it.
stuff.
Yeah. The OP does respond and says, thank you for your reply. I really appreciate it. I understand people thinking it's an overactive imagination. They don't know my son or other factors. But to me, this is real. I definitely try to ask open-ended questions and just let them tell me. Okay. I think I also editorialized that comment. In the end, she also asked for like book recommendations and never got a response. So.
Oh.
Yeah.
Lame.
But I don't even remember what this original story was. The 3-year-old, Byron and Jim.
Byron and Jim.
Jim with the weird wiener. So.
The peanut.
Yes, peanut.
Jim with the weird peanut.
Well, all right. While we sit here thinking about Jim's weird peanuts, we're going to let you guys go to ads. Oh, righty.
Yeah.
Let's move on to your second story here. Also from the paranormal subreddit.
Yeah, this...
also 5 months ago.
big surprise. If you go onto Reddit and you type an imaginary friend, the majority of posts are questions on whether or not you had one or if your kids have one. That's like, that's the majority of posts. So I got kind of tired of it, and I went straight to the source at r/paranormal, and that's where I got both of mine. So
that's what I did.
So the title is "My Sisters Have an Imaginary Friend, and It's Creeping Me Out." This was posted 5 months ago with a flared, unexplained. So we'll see if we could do some explaining throughout.
Okay.
So my two sisters, both 6 years old, have recently been... What? Oh, are they twins?
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay, well, that's already creepy. Both 6 years old have recently been talking about having an imaginary friend. This started around 3 years ago when they were 3, and things have been pretty strange ever since. At first, it started with them talking to things that weren't there and telling us about Tina. But now, I get the strange feeling I'm not alone at night, and I struggle to sleep. Today,
Tina?
Tina's there.
Tina?
Lowercase
these
t Tina.
Are 6-year-olds. Bob's Burgers has been around for a while.
Sure.
You think it might be related?
Or Tiny Tina from the Borderlands series. Had her own standalone game. Could be. Anyway, today is when it really started to freak me out, as while I was babysitting my sister, just one, I had yelled and told her not to throw the TV remote. After this, she screamed, "Tina, get him." Uh-oh, hey, that's already a problem. I don't know what the rest of this story is, but that's so terrifying. Tina, get him! I was naturally a little freaked out, but I thought nothing of it. Okay, take a drink. Until later on, I got the strange feeling I was being watched again, and the room got cold. I fainted shortly after and woke up around 5 minutes later. You were unconscious for 5 minutes? Okay. That's dangerous. That's very dangerous for your brain. I've felt sick since I woke up, and I'm honestly really shaken and scared. Can someone please give me an explanation on what's going on from the info I've given? Parentheses, I apologize for any bad grammar. I'm absolutely exhausted right now.
Ooh, this person also went straight to Reddit, so take another drink. Well,
yeah,
a drink-heavy episode.
A lot of drinks this episode.
Yeah. Is that the end of the story?
That's the end of the story.
God, Tina Get Him is so fucking funny.
Tina Get Him is wild.
Is Tina like a little girl? Does it say?
No, it just says imaginary friend. No
Tina.
descriptors here.
I'm getting a strange feel. Maybe Tina's a dog.
Oh, Tina could be a dog, sure. Yeah. I mean, like, Tina Get Him, that's pretty dog owner right there.
Yeah. So, well.
How weird. I mean, do you have any thoughts on this?
Well, I want to know if it's two sisters. Oh, no, it is two sisters. They say both. So where's the other sister while this is happening?
Maybe, I mean, if we're going to build a fiction here, maybe one sister went to go get a dental cleaning and the other one needed to be babysat by the older brother.
This would lead me to believe that it's during the day.
Yeah.
I don't know if, I don't know. This kind of stuff seems like it'd be creepier at night, you know?
I mean, a lot creepier, but then again, let's see, it got cold and I fainted shortly after. Obviously, fainting isn't healthy. There might be something going on there, whether you have like an iron deficiency or what have you. But just being unconscious for 5 minutes is crazy. Like if you're not napping or sleeping, being unconscious like that is a crazy amount of time for that.
I've only ever fainted once in my life. It was after I got my wisdom teeth removed, and I only had 2 wisdom teeth. I didn't have all 4. The ones on top just never came into existence. And so when I got my bottom ones removed, they put gauze in there, and it was still bleeding. And they tell you can't eat solid foods, so they were kind of like ramen, soup, whatever. And so I tried to eat some ramen, but like they were still bleeding pretty heavily, and all the liquid just made the blood rush down my throat. which is not good for you. So I like fainted. I just remember like taking a sip out of my ramen and then getting like really dizzy. And then the next thing I knew, my mom was picking my head up off the table and walking me over to my bed. I don't think it was for that long.
No. Well, that's what I'm saying. It's like when most you could watch like people like fainting at weddings and stuff.
Yeah, they usually get right back up. Yeah.
Right. And people who have like deficiencies, whether it like be like vitamins or what have you, they're usually still pretty lucid. Like they'll hit the ground and they can't get up immediately, but like they're awake.
Yeah.
I suffer from heat strokes pretty easily. And the first time I ever had one, I was doing 2-a-days. It was off season for football, and it was in the middle of Texas. And I remember thinking to myself, like, you know, obviously it's hot, but I was like, I should probably take off my helmet. And then I woke up in an ice bath. I had completely passed out. I fainted, hit the ground. I was stripped of most of my clothes and put into an ice bath because my coaches don't understand what cardiac arrest is. And I woke up and I was like, okay, I'm awake. I'm better now. By the way, this could have sent me into shock. You're not doctors, but
see, okay, I lied. That was the second time I fainted. The first time was that story I told where I got heat stroke in Florida and like passed out on a trampoline. All right, let's see what the first comment here has to say.
Okay, comment number 1 says, first, flu bugs are high right now, so you might be getting the chills, etc. Talk to your parents. Second, kids that age can have invisible friends who literally can't do anything to you. To the kid, it seems real, but it's where they're at in their development and need for socialization. My granddaughter had an invisible friend from the my granddaughter? Who's commenting this?
Someone who says invisible friend instead of imaginary.
Yeah, invisible.
They might be British.
Invisible suggests that the friend is real, just not we're not able to see.
You can't see him. Then that person could definitely do something to you.
Exactly.
Because they're real.
Have you not seen Hollow Man? Let's see. Had an invisible friend from the time she was 4 till about 5 or 6. 5 or 6 years old. She had a special place for her friend to sit, and we weren't allowed to sit there because that would hurt her friend. There's nothing to convince them otherwise because they actually do, quote, see their friend. Once my granddaughter was in school, she saw her friend less and less until she was no more. You'll be fine. Yeah, you'll be fine. The fainting isn't something to worry about.
Yeah, no. Don't worry about that. It's all in your head, kid.
Yeah, it's psychosomatic. Tina, get him!
Yeah, Tina, get him. Knock his ass out.
How do you yell that the next time I see a fight? Okay, comment number 2. Have you considered that they may have concocted this plan just to fuck with you? Sorry, this says FCKW/U. My younger cousin and I did something similar specifically to fuck with our male cousins. Cat crying face. We were 10 and under. Also, placebo effect. Otherwise, get an EMF reader or a spirit talker app and read your own environment.
Wrong use of the word effect there.
Oh yeah, this is placebo affect.
Yeah, as if you're being affected by a placebo instead of just having the effect of placebo.
Also, what's the placebo? Just being told that there's an imaginary person? I think commenter number 2 heard about placebo effects and was like, I'm going to throw this in there.
But otherwise, get an EMF reader or spirit talker. That's what Mr. E said to me when I sent you guys the photo of the tongs on the floor.
Yes.
Which I was like, huh.
Yeah, the joke we had made was that the ghost wants to be on the podcast.
Well, I made the joke that it wasn't even a ghost. It's Matthew McConaughey from Interstellar trying to send me a message.
Yeah,
he's
crying,
plucking those strings of time and
standing
moving,
in the
moving
infinite
objects
hallway.
for me. Yeah. All right. The last comment here.
Sorry.
Has a possible explanation.
Okay.
So.
Okay. Comment number 3 says, this is the Bluey Tina synopsis. I think Tina Get Him is even a line from that episode. So, Bluey being the show, with an episode called Tina. Let's see. Quote, tired of being told what to do? Bluey and Bingo enlist their giant invisible friend to show Mom and Dad who's boss. Now they can do anything they want until Mom and Dad rebel. After Dad tells Bluey and Bingo what to do too many times, they want to know why they always have to obey him. Dad jokes that it's because he's bigger than them, so the kids invite their giant invisible friend, Tina, to take their side.
Okay, hold on. I gotta look this up. What happens if I Google Tina Get 'em? Bluey? Okay, let me see if this YouTube video is anything. Sorry, it's playing for me.
Oh.
So I didn't hear Tina Get 'em, but it was very close to it. And I could definitely believe that this whole situation is based off of that episode.
Okay.
Because kids love Bluey.
A very popular show.
Yeah. I think at one point the mom tells him to do something and she's like, Tina, get her out of here. So Tina Get 'em is...
Tina Get 'em's way funnier, so...
Well, at one point they tell Tina to kick their dad in the butt. So
oh my gosh. I really thought you were going to say balls. I'm like, damn, Bluey. Holy shit.
Can you imagine?
It'd be so fucking funny.
Yeah, they're fucking wild.
I typed Tina, get 'em, exclamation point, and what came up in my Google search was, the famous quote actually is, Tina, you fat lard, come get your dinner.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Tina, you fat lord, come get some dinner.
This line is often called in discussions regarding the Mandela effect, with viewers debating if the line was dinner or ham.
What?
Yeah. I've never considered ham. I don't know if I've ever heard ham from anybody, so.
No, okay, so I think the reason is because when the grandma's talking to him on the phone, she tells him that there's some ham in the fridge for Tina. And then when he goes out, he says, hey, Tina, come get some dinner. I watched that movie religiously when I was like a teenager in Puerto Rico. It was just like one of my comfort things. I just put it on and lounge in my room doing nothing else. I've watched it probably 100 times.
It's good to have hobbies.
Yeah, for sure. Well, okay, let's take our last ad break and then we'll move on to the last story.
Okay.
Tina, get them. Alrighty. I hope Tina was kind to you. Mm-hmm. We're going to move on to our last story. Could Mike, the imaginary friend, be a ghost? See, I got this one from the ghosts subreddit because I had a feeling a lot of these stories were going to be like, are these ghosts my kids are seeing? So
yeah,
I thought I'd just go straight to the source. This was posted 5 years ago. For some reason, the background was blue on this. I don't know if you can tell.
Yeah, I see that.
I can't get it to go away. So. I have 3 children. Brag about it. My oldest, a male, and middle female are 3 years apart. Then, 9 years later, we have bonus kiddo, another male. When my oldest was about 3, he had an imaginary friend named Mike. My son said Mike was his same age, and he would talk about him quite a bit. We didn't think much about it. Mike stuck around for a few years. My son always blamed things on Mike like he was real, he was real, and he would believe him. Hold on, I'm starting the... Okay, I'll save it for after the story. And my son always blamed things on Mike like he was real, and we would believe him. We never did. What?
Yeah. Those are 2 sentences back to back.
Okay, I think they meant he would believe him.
Okay.
Or, hold on. Like he was real and we would believe him. Okay, I see. They're just saying that he talked about, or he would blame things on Mike as if he was real and the parents would believe him. Okay. We never did. Then middle child had an imaginary friend. This time, it was a little different. This imaginary friend was Maggie, and 16. Maggie didn't last long at all, and we all moved on. We didn't talk about these imaginary friends and just carried on. Now my youngest just turned 5. He is obsessed with cars and robots, and when he names things, they are always names I never heard before. His stuffed zebra is named Egata. The chicken he named is Two Gum. His favorite car is named Rick Rude. It goes on. Yesterday, he told me about an imaginary kid he met at the park behind our house named Mike. It freaked me out a little bit, to say the least. Could this be a ghost or just some weird coincidence?
Coincident?
Coincident? I have background on our odd house, too. We've lived here 15 years now, and weird things happen from time to time. In one area of the house, light bulbs pop, probably just bad wiring. There is one corner of the basement that is weirdly cold all year, and where the cats stare at nothing. Likely
Classic.
Just poor air circulation, and cats are weird.
Mm-hmm.
In certain part, maybe they just see a bug. It is a basement, you know.
Sure.
In certain parts of the house, little glowing bubble. Sorry.
Huh?
Wait, I lost my place. In certain parts of the house, little glowing bubble-type circles will appear in photos, no matter the angle, flash, or lighting. Okay. All right, Michael Graves. Then the weirdest thing ever. One night at 11 p.m., cops showed up at our house to say our phone line was calling 911. Our phone line was having issues, but no one called 911. They thought maybe it was a static line calling. We unplugged all of our landline phones, and the line kept calling by itself. We had to cut off the line to get it to stop. My mom is a 911 operator, and she said she never heard of a static line calling 911. It is the craziest thing. Our house was built in the early 90s and has had 3 different owners, but as far as I know, nothing weird or bad has happened there. Please help.
A call to action. We have to help this person.
Okay. Well, the older kid is, 12 years older than this youngest child. I've noticed a recurring bit in each of these is that these kids are all younger than 5. And honestly, when I was looking up stories for this, I was hoping it would be like some kid between like 5 and 8 who can articulate better than a 3-year-old.
Right.
No, so that seems pretty common that they're all like 3-year-olds. And I was expecting more like crazy names, like Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends level of names.
I love that show.
But it's just normal ass names. Mike, Byron. I guess that's why they think they're ghosts. But
I see. Well, I mean, the youngest one having a zebra named Agita, a chicken named Two Gum, and his favorite car named Rick Rude. Like, those are all great names. Great kid names.
Yeah.
And then to meet what one can assume to be an imaginary friend named Mike is concerning.
You know, so that's where I was getting at here, is that the older brother is like 12 years older than this kid, at least. Maybe he was like, hey, let's play a prank on mom. Go tell her you met Mike. Or he told him about Mike, right? He's like,
yeah,
I used to have an imaginary friend named Mike, and like kids are susceptible. So he's like, well, I also have an imaginary friend named Mike. The 911 calls, don't know what that has to do with the rest of the story, but it is creepy. Could have just been a story on its own. And at 11 p.m., no less. Now, we've also heard a lot of stories of very young kids. You know, 911 is the first phone number you learn, right?
Yeah, I mean, sure.
Maybe they were trying to call somebody. Like maybe the 5-year-old was like, oh yeah, I want to talk to my friend Timmy. Let me try to call Timmy. And then he dialed 911.
911, put Timmy on the phone.
And then when he heard an adult's voice, he got scared. I don't know. But, I mean, if you unplug the phones and it keeps calling, that's
definitely weird.
That's strange. The comments on this one were a little tough. There was one that asked about the 911 call, but it was so unreadable, I just had to not include it. And the OP didn't respond. So... let's see. First comment on here says, I've been sensitive to spirits since I was a child. Take a drink. Geez, we're going to kill our audience this episode.
Yeah, they're dead.
I was living with my friend before I left for the military, and his family was away from the house, and I was walking past his son's room, and I happened to look in the door frame, and there was a small boy with blonde hair standing there. I look away, then just realizing what I just saw, I look back, nothing there. I call my buddy's wife to tell her about what I saw. She's sensitive also. She said you saw his imaginary friend. Well, that would make him imaginary.
Yeah.
Make him
a shared imagination.
At least that's tangentially real, right?
Definitely more concerning than imaginary.
I swear, some people on Reddit, they just want to insert themselves into whatever.
That's social media, you know? Like, Reddit was invented because people wanted other people to know that they ate a bagel this morning.
Wasn't that Twitter?
What did I say?
You said Reddit.
Oh, sorry, my bad.
Even if I was sensitive to spirits, that would creep the shit out of me.
Oh, for sure.
See a random little boy. All right. Comment number 2 on here. It's more than possible. What's more than possible? He's a ghost?
Explain yourself.
I guess the title of the story is, could he be a ghost? It's more than possible. My sister lived in a house with her husband and 3 kids, 1 girl, 2 boys. My niece had an imaginary friend named Charlie. I hear Charlie a lot, I guess, when you hear about imaginary friends. Charlie in the Chocolate Factory?
Charlie the Unicorn?
Is that a thing? Oh, no, yeah. You think kids are watching that?
Yeah, I don't think so.
Charlie and she would say he crawls out of the walls and always tries to steal her toys.
Ew.
She also said he wore a dog collar around his neck.
Hey, you've got a wall pervert in your house.
Jesus Christ.
No!
My sister's house consistently had some paranormal stuff happening. Pictures would move. Crawl space door swung open when it's locked shut. Sightings of shadows. My sister ended up calling a medium and allowed the medium and her team to stay at the house. My niece was gone for the week, staying with my mom at the time. The medium told my sister there was a boy named Charles who was hung in the park behind her house years and years ago. And they helped the boy move on from the house. There were others apparently, and the medium said the house acted almost as an entryway for spirits. Keep in mind, the medium and her team never spoke with anyone in our house aside from setting an appointment before coming to the house. All in all, the imaginary friend my niece had named Charlie was the spirit of an actual boy that was murdered a very long time ago. They ended up moving only a few months after they spoke to the medium, so I would contact someone who seems to have experience communicating with spirits, and they may be able to answer your questions. I'm sorry, you gave 2 different causes of death there.
Yeah, wait, hanging.
Charles,
what else?
Who was hung in the park. Okay, but he was murdered. Seems like a weird way. I guess unless it was like a lynching, but
yeah, lynching, sure.
Okay. Well, all right. Go find a medium. Go talk to someone.
Do it.
Surely they can't just look up the records of your house and the history of that area.
Right.
And make stuff up. The fact that it happened to coincide with the name is definitely strange, but I believe whatever the hell you want to believe. Someone did comment to that saying, I have to fully agree here. As a paranormal investigator myself, take a drink, I can definitely say past events at a place, even just the area, land itself, can very well have active and or residual hauntings. Yeah, like that Toys R Us with the guy who...
Yanni Janssen.
Yeah, broke his leg or some shit.
No, he swung an axe and he clipped his leg with it.
Yeah, and then he died like a fucking idiot.
Yeah, stupid.
Fucking loser. Didn't even get the girl, loser. Couldn't even swing an axe. Shit, where am I? It never hurts to try a medium. Just do not divulge any info aside from the bare bones. Son has imaginary friend. Now daughter has same named imaginary friend. Do not share the name of the imaginary friend. Obviously. Before that, however, your local library can hold info about your home, who all live there, and major incidents, murders, death, etc. And even older land info. Check all old newspapers too for news of murders, deaths, and so on. all the town and property info for at least a century or two or more in cases can be found in town/city libraries. What the hell was that? Hold on, give me
Was it a ghost?
Maybe. Well, if it is a ghost, my cat can't see it. No, I think something was full of water in my sink and it like spilled over. So.
I see.
Yeah, and then as I walked up, the dishwasher opened. So.
Oh, weird. What?
Yeah. Well, my dishwasher, the door, it doesn't seal all the way, and I what's it called? I use a towel. Like when it's done, I'll put a towel in the door to help it dry faster. I don't know how that helps it, but it does. And I think that might have done something to the locking mechanism. And I did pull something out of there before I started recording, so
Okay.
probably just whatever when the whatever it was fell over in the sink, it probably like jostled it. So my brain works, people. I'm not willing to accept anything that I can't explain. All right, well, that was it for the comments on the last story. You sent a picture here. Is this?
I sent a few. These were all titles that I thought were funny enough to include in the podcast, but the stories were much too long, and so I left them behind.
Okay, and these are all from Paranormal, from the Paranormal subreddit.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So here's 3 of them. The Mr. R passed on.
Sorry, I should mention these are all results that I found from typing in imaginary friend in the Paranormal subreddit.
Yeah, and since we're not reading these stories, I'll go ahead and read the username too. This was from also 5 months ago. Geez, a lot of imaginary friend activity happening 5 months ago. From that crazy Omega Wolf says, my imaginary friend turned out to be real. Okay. And this one's from Old Quanti 6699. 10 months ago, the imaginary childhood friends are demons. Oh my god, a lot of demon talk too lately.
Yeah.
That first one had 3 comments on it and 30 upvotes. The second one had 4 comments and only 3 upvotes.
Mm-hmm.
And then this last one from Let Severe 8067 6 months ago says, is there someone inside of me? It had 0 upvotes but 18 comments, so. Oh my gosh. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, is there someone inside of me?
Maybe.
I do have one more thing for you.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, I'm gonna post that in the media as well.
Ooh, another eBay listing.
This time I typed an imaginary friend.
It's just a photo of like a corner ceiling and the little star emojis. What does this say? Hold on. Imaginary friend named Sarah for sale, $399 or best offer. 0 bids on it, ends in 6 days, 5 hours. Can I place a bid that's less than that?
Can you?
I need an account. I'm not gonna make an eBay account.
Condition. Item specifics. Condition. New. A brand new, unused, unopened, undamaged item.
Including handmade items. Okay. See the seller's listing for full details. Okay. It says type drawing, size small, subject stars and fairies. Original licensed reproduction. It's an original. Can have an original. Okay, let's see the description here. It says she's a imaginary friend named Sarah I created, helps me get plenty snooze for sleep and tell stories, plus keeps me calm. I'm sure she'll help you too. Okay. And then they have 100% positive feedback on 4 items sold. One of them is a Nintendo 3DS game case.
Yes.
A Nintendo Bandai Namco Tamagotchi Life Pac-Man. What? Oh my god.
It's mostly like physical media video games.
Okay. Yeah, they're like games for
Yeah.
Nintendo 3DS.
But if anyone out there is looking to buy an imaginary friend, you can pick one up for $3.99, or for a best offer. There are no bids, so if you're feeling lucky, it ends in 6 days, which this episode's probably not going to.
I will say it'll be out in a couple of days, but I will say the person's Scutalo 2 is the name of the seller. Yep. But their picture is of what looks like a grown person in like a diaper sucking on a pacifier and playing a video game. But I will say be cautious, because one of these reviews says, good experience. I was missing an item in the order, but they responded quickly and we came to a fair conclusion. Thank you. So you might be missing an entire imaginary friend because you can't see him. Could be missing an
imaginary friend.
So,
you know what? You know what my favorite part of this post is, though?
What?
Is the shipping price.
Ooh, where's that?
Below, add to watch list.
$199 UPS ground shipping.
$400 for an imaginary friend, and you're gonna make me pay $2 for shipping?
Hey, Amazon gives it to me for free if I spend more than like $50 or something. So.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay. Well,
anyway,
I guess we're gonna end it there.
Very, very good. Wonderful stuff. That's going to have to do it for this imaginary friend themed episode. I'd like to say thank you to Dale Spalding and Ender Music for our intro, as well as Sean from OhThatSean.com for our podcast art. But also thank you, listeners, for listening. You're not imaginary. You're all real. You're all real because I've seen each one of you with my own eyes. If you have any suggestions for spooky subreddits, websites, or even just a story you'd like us to read from, go ahead and drop those suggestions in the comments, or you could send them directly to us for this show at PONDPOD on Reddit.
Yeah, and if you're enjoying the show, you can do a couple of things for us, such as tell your imaginary friend about it. Get us those download numbers, boost them up for us.
Those imaginary downloads.
Yeah. And you can also leave a 5-star rating and or review or comment on whatever platform you listen on. You can also check out some of the other shows we do, such as Sequel Factory, where we watch a movie and pitch an idea for a sequel that nobody asked for with our good friend Jet Kuso. And you can catch Mr. R and Mr. E on the Dirty 22 for some D&D fun. And we've been a Paranormal Dudes, ever in need of stories to intrigue, perplex, maybe even frighten. So remember, if you can't explain it, post about it. And until next time, stay tuned. And Tina, get him.
Get him. Tina, get him.
Get him.
So awesome.